All right, guys, we're here today because yesterday, Alex from Tactical Investing dropped a video saying that you can get a Helium Miner in 2 days. That is a really quick turnaround because I've been waiting for mine for months. So if you can get it in 2 days, that's great. You get it before the halving, wonderful. However, he's getting a ton of slack for this video, and people are saying they're unsubscribing. There are, a ton of dislikes in that video. So I want to make sure that I cover it, and not only in the sense that is it legitimate, can you actually get it, but I want to show you insights in the video that a lot of people might have missed. That really goes unnoticed if you don't pay attention. So 3 ways we're going to break this down. First step, we're going to look at Alex and analyze the stuff that he's doing. Second step, I'm going to show you and compare, is it true, is it not true? And third, I'm going to give you my honest opinion in regards to how this went down and if it's a way to go. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Alex. Hey guys, what is up? It is Alexander back with Tactical Investing. That was not Alex. Let me try this thing again. There, that's Alex. All right. Just kidding, buddy. That was just too funny not to do. So here we go.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Alexander here back with Tactical Investing. And in today's video, we've got quite a few topics to cover. First, we're going to talk about the halving. It's coming very soon. And in fact, it's going to be next week, a week from today. It's going to be a momentous moment within the Helium network. And a lot of eyes are going to be on this transition. Obviously, there's, especially on the Helium token price, a lot of anticipation on what will happen with the price after the halving. Obviously, everyone's rewards will be affected as far as mining. So we're going to cover that a little bit. And
all right. So let me stop here just for a quick second. Everything you've seen so far, it's Alex. It's normal. So that you see his videos day to day, like he's just being his normal self. From this point forward, I want you to pay attention. His demeanor actually changes, and the way that he talks and the way that he behaves is completely different.
Then talk about how in the meantime there is an opportunity for you to be able to get a miner delivered to your doorstep within 2 days. Talk about some discounts I have for that opportunity that I was able to push in order to, the opportunity was provided to me, and I wanted to make sure you guys could get as much of a discount for it if you were interested. That, and then we'll talk about the sense cap in one miner and some of the there's a lot of confusion that happened, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion that happened, honestly. That's because he doesn't know how to talk about money and be okay with it. So he was super awkward because the opportunity that he pushed for is somebody coming to him and saying, hey, if you sell these, you get a cut. That's what's happening. Next portion of the video that I think is really important.
Now, with the halving happening, you can see here it is now under 6 days. Like I said, it's coming very, very quickly. We're almost at 100,000 hotspots, which, by the way, in case you didn't know, Helium actually has a giveaway for the person who can guess, when we're going to hit 100,000 hotspots on the network. You get a free Helium hotspot. Just in case you didn't know, that is on Helium's Twitter page, so you can go follow them and find that. But
nothing to do with Alex. I just wanted to make sure you guys know about the giveaway from the Helium Network. So if you go on their Twitter, you can comment when things are going to actually hit that mark and get a free Helium miner. So I thought that was important for all of you to be aware of, and I want you guys to actually get something for free. Now, to the part that really matters. Take a look at this portion.
Other than going and getting one from eBay, which oftentimes you very much overpay. And I've sadly heard quite a few terrible stories about people getting scammed as people sending out the hotspot and not ever changing their Helium address over. They're still mining Helium at the new person's location. I mean, you still see hotspots going for almost $4,000, $5,000 on eBay. And
so $4,000, $5,000. Let's really take a look at what this looks like in reality, because if we go to eBay and there's a Helium miner, I'm just going to hit search so it's fresh. Take a look at this. Funny enough, the first few things here are affiliate programs. Affiliate programs, if you don't know, essentially you get a code, somebody buys using your code, you get money. I do that for certain things because I don't generate revenue on this, YouTube channel at all. So anything that I can add on and get myself a new mic or any new stuff to make better videos, great. But you see, all of these are affiliate programs, and there's not a lot of miners, to be honest. Look at this. There's a bidding going on right now, so 11 hours left. It's at 1,500. The way you want to look at this is actually go here on the left side. Click See All. When you go to See All, you can select completed items. Hit Apply. This is the real price. These are the miners that are actually selling and what they're selling for. So, $2,000, this is the legitimate price. So you're looking at about 2,100 with shipping and everything here. With these miners that are selling for 650, be careful. Go into the description. A lot of times what they say is that I will send you my miner once I receive it, and they're just cashing in early. But the legitimate ones that are selling for a little bit more, look at this, $2,000. Look at that, May 23rd, pre-order date. This guy's, pre-selling his device that hasn't even arrived yet. In hands, ready to ship, 2,200. So we're seeing that these miners are selling essentially for between $2,000 $2,200. That's all right. We got one here that's $2,400. We got one that's new. It's sold for $1,770. Another Bobcat for $1,600. You get the point. So when Alex talks about the prices being, what do you have here? 4,500. That's a stretch. Yeah, things sell for that much, but only if you get into a crazy bidding frenzy. And you got to watch his words. He said that they can sell for that much because this is a listing for 4,500. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're selling for that much. But there is one more piece I want to actually show you guys. Take a look at the last portion, in regards to right after him going, talking about eBay. And if we just scroll right back to about right here, if I'm not mistaken.
On eBay. And so one of the things
That's going to play an ad, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do it back to this one.
So one of the things that I came across recently and what got into a conversation with a company is called H&T Supply. Now, H&T Supply, some of the cool things, some of the cool things about them, one, they have a lot of miners in hand.
Cool things. You'll see that from Alex if it's awkward and he's not that comfortable doing it. So my opinion, as far as this goes, he's not 100% sold or comfortable doing this. Yes, it generates revenue. Yes, he's going to make money by talking about this and having people use his code. But just from his demeanor, he's not comfortable doing what he's doing. Lastly, and I'll finish up with this, which is actually really it's really obvious because the way it shows him, his demeanor going from one thing to the next, it's apparent.
I believe it is, and you hit apply. It should provide, like I said, a $400 off coupon code, and that way you can get it for $1,700, which is a far cry from that of $3,000 or $4,000 on eBay.
Not 3,000 or 4,000. He went from 4,000 to 5,000 to 3,000 and 4,000. Like he's backpedaling here, but that's okay.
Like I said, the first 10 people will be able to get $400 off. You'll realize that if you can only get $350 off, you're in between that 10 and 50. And if you're 50 or plus, it'll simply be $300 off, which is better than $250 and much better than anything you'll find on YouTube or on eBay. So that brings me to kind of the last thing I want to talk about is the SenseCap miner. So this was the update that we received pretty much a day and a half ago from SenseCap, and it was very.
And he's back. You see that? So he messes up his words when he's talking about things that are, the selling, the affiliate marketing that he's essentially a part of. But he goes right back into his regular normal self as soon as he's done with that, with the talk about that miner. So miner here, he's awkward, and then he gets into actual talking about things he cares about. He's good. Like that is apparent. Now, what do I think about this? Well, I mean, to be completely honest, at the end of the day, I want to make sure that people are just honest, right? Like that's my main thing. I don't know that I can say that this was 100% transparency and clear honesty from Alex's part. I like Alex. I think that he's got a good heart. He's, covers a lot of great stuff. However, this was a little bit on the iffy side of things. But as far as transparency goes, the one credit that I got to give him is this right here. So if you scroll down on the video and you take a look at his description of things, he does have this affiliate disclosure, which he doesn't always have in his videos. So he did try to put it out there that, hey, this is an affiliate marketing kind of thing. But he wasn't very clear about it. And he was stretching the truth a little bit when it comes to those miners. But pricing wise, right? Like you talked about the price, it might actually be worth it buying these miners via the website versus eBay. I do my best not to support scalpers just because I think it's messed up. I think that people are just making money off of other people unfairly. Sometimes, desperate times calls for desperate measures. And I did have to buy a graphics card for more money than I know. Not that it's worth, because for me, it's worth it, right? Like I have a 3090 now and I'm able to make 4K videos and put them on YouTube, which was worth it. If that wasn't the case, if it was just for mining, I wouldn't have done it. I would not have purchased the card. And I put a price limit. I said $200 more than what the regular sale price actually is. And I wasn't going to go above that. So it was essentially a finder's fee, the way I was looking at it, not somebody trying to, price gouge me like crazy. That's besides the point. We're talking about Alex. Alex is a good dude. But if you're watching this, no, not if, when you're watching this, I like your content. I think you're doing great. I think that you'd be much better off if you just came out and said, hey, I'm getting paid. If you guys buy this, I'm getting paid. So thank you for buying. It might be a better deal than eBay. I'm not stretching it. It might be a couple $100 more, but the good thing is that you know where it's coming from. You can even buy these guys on Amazon. So just make sure that you're upfront and clear with people. That's going to go a long way. And you've helped me understand a lot of the things that you've covered in your channel. So thank you for that. And I mean, with that, I'll leave this one here. Until next time, you guys, stay invested. I'm just kidding, guys. That was just too funny not to do again. I actually had a lot of fun doing that. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you smash that like button. It goes a long, long way with the YouTube algorithm because they're starting to like my channel because I'm actually covering some fun stuff. And last video I posted did not go as hot. Apparently, I attacked a mob, an angry mob, and they don't like that. So they obliterated the dislike button. So if you go on the last video, you want to help me out on that one, maybe I put a card to it right here. That'd go a long way. It's a whole hour long, so I don't expect any of you guys to watch it if it's not content you're interested in. But ooh, those dislikes did hurt a ton. Thank you. You all are awesome. Love you. See you next time. Bye. Until next time, you guys, stay invested.